Strike first, strike hard, no singing, sir. No, that doesn't sound. That's not it. That doesn't sound right. And no mercy, sir. I think, but it could be no singing because we have an article here from CBR. Now, usually, I go to CBR and use it for different reasons, but in this case, I actually am intrigued by their story. So, the Karate Kid is coming to Broadway. Karate Kid the musical on Broadway. Yes, believe it or not. It's an interesting idea for sure. I am a big Karate Kid fan. The original 3, I grew up on those movies. I love those movies. And I am a huge Cobra Kai series fan as well. I think that is the best version of a classic that they've continued the story while honoring what's come before. So far, that's the best version I've seen. Star Wars should have taken hints from Cobra Kai, the series. The next Karate Kid, it's okay. I'm not as big of a fan, but it's not terrible. It's okay. And the reboot, it lacked the charm. Jackie Chan is a good character for it, but it just lacked the charm of the originals. So, here we have now Karate Kid. The Karate Kid is heading to Broadway as a musical. Robert Mark Kamen, the original screenwriter of the beloved 1984 movie The Karate Kid, will be returning to the story of Daniel and Mr. Miyagi, albeit a Broadway musical. So they've got the original writer from The Karate Kid who is writing the story for this. So that's a selling point. That's a plus in my book. Kamen is joined by Drew Gasparini, who will be providing music and lyrics for the production from Konoshita Group, Komioko Yoshi, and Michael Walk. It will be directed by Amon Miyamoto, with choreography provided by MTV VMA nominees Keon and Marie Madrid, and set design by Tony winner Derek McLean, who previously worked on Broadway's Moulin Rouge. So it's got some, good people behind it here. Never in my wildest dreams did I think this little movie would reach across generations the way it has, Kamen said. And beyond my wildest dreams did I think what started out as a love letter to my devotion to Okinawa karate and the man who taught me would become a full-blown Broadway musical. But here it is, here I am, and here is hoping that what comes to the stage brings the same joy and relevance. The Karate Kid has brought to countless kids and their parents for 35 years. Director Miyamoto added, "Many people love Broadway musicals for escape, but I love them because they provide insight into how we should live our lives. Through song and dance, yes, we should all be running around singing our thoughts." I was inspired to do a stage adaptation of The Karate Kid because it tells a story we need in this ongoing age of division as our society becomes increasingly globalized. The sweet contradiction of The Karate Kid is that the real nature of karate, as the show says, not for attack, not to hurt, not to win, but to let opposing energies play out and come in a grace to a conclusion that allows dignity and respect for all. That is very much Miyagi-Do karate. That is not the Cobra Kai way. Cobra Kai way is strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir. That is the Cobra Kai. Totally antithesis to this idea of dignity and grace. Oh, there's none of that. Not in the Cobra Kai way. I'm excited to show this dynamic with a visual and movement style unseen on Broadway. They'd be like dance fight choreography. I want to introduce a new generation to this powerful story through the immediate visceral spell a good musical can cast through theatricality, music, and dance. Producer Kiyomoko Yoshi added, "Our production team is focused on bringing Robert Kamen's iconic story to a new generation in a way that really speaks to them. Robert's story is our Bible, but we are reinventing how it is told so that it must be experienced live in the theater." At the time of this writing, no production dates or casting information are available. So it's early on, I guess, in the stages here of the development, but it appears to be a green light project. So we're going to have a Karate Kid musical. Very interesting. I hope this goes over well. I hope it doesn't go the route of Spider-Man, which didn't really live up to the hype and potential. So hopefully this can do it. I would be very interested. Look, I'm a sucker for a Karate Kid, so I'd be down to see this. Just because I'd love to see how they do this on the stage, you know, and I'd like to see the fight scenes. I think that would be pretty. If they do a very interesting choreography, that could be really interesting. Really, fun and exciting. I wonder if they're gonna have it take place in the 80s or is it gonna be modern day? Because the music is so key to Karate Kid. It just, it's. I think it's integral to the story. There's so many great songs that just fit right in, and it has an 80s tone to it. And I would hope that they kind of keep this in the 80s, so the music fits, so you just have more familiarity to the musical, the play. If they keep it set in the 80s, I think that'd be a good move. Just have the whole dress, the Cobra Kai's. I mean, I want to see them like in their 80s style leather jackets. I want to see that version. So hopefully they do keep it there. Obviously, there's no details yet, at least in this article, to that extent. But we'll see. I'm going to try to keep an eye on this one because I love the Karate Kid, and hey, why not Karate Kid the musical? I don't know, but I'm willing to give it a chance because it's the original writer. And obviously based on, sure they're aware of Cobra Kai and how well it's doing, so the fan base is there. So I think they're going to want to try to get something pretty darn good and pretty close to the feel of the original movie, albeit as they said for the stage, but still. So let me know what you guys think. Would you be interested in the Karate Kid musical? Would you want to see that? It's an interesting idea. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And thank you for watching the video. Do give it a thumbs up if you like it and are a fan of Karate Kid. Give it a thumbs up for the Karate Kid. And until next time, lock the doors and hope they don't have blasters.